more chickens like 2 weeks ago. I'm kind of addicted, you guys. I have 30 now.
Whoa. I'm so
But
jealous.
like I still have six that are it worked. Oh my gosh. Yay, I'm so
Yay!
cool. I streamed to YouTube. How cool is that? Um but anyways, I have six that still do not have a name, and I think I'm going to like name them all fun flower names like petunia, begonia, marigold.
That's cute.
Like I just want like little creatures so I
Yes.
can just name them fun names. So, okay. I think I figured it out here. Give us one moment as we figure out technology.
Selena, how can you tell them apart?
Um, so it's really hard.
Like, don't the chicks look like all the same?
Oh, a lot of them do. But it's funny because they will get little personalities. Like, like my one girl, Teddy girl, she always comes to my feet and she'll make a noise, but she looks exactly like the other brown ones. And like some of them will have like one feather that has like a weird spot on it, like a weird color, like a white dot or something. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's like almost, I guess with I know having twins, humans are way different, but they get to set themselves apart for sure. But the new ones are really, really hard to tell apart. So, okie dokie. Well, we are live
Yeah.
on YouTube. I'm trying something new. Where we're streaming to YouTube, and I posted the link in the Facebook group so that
Yeah.
way we can do the replay as well if needed. But I'm really excited for tonight, you guys. I've been working on this project for weeks, and so tonight is the launch of it all, and we're gonna dig into that. But first, I want to start off with some brag time because I know there's so many of you that are on that had some pretty amazing things happen last week in your business. So whether you want to brag about sales or faces or you stepped out of your comfort zone or whatever it is, I want you to go ahead and unmute and you can share with us what happened. So anyone want to volunteer to go first?
I can go. So, I have three short things. So, number one, I definitely wanted to get the new products because they definitely looked interesting to me. So I made a large product order and then made an order of the new stuff because like I wanted to get pre-powered too. So I reached out to all my clients, which I don't have a bunch. I mean, I have like 40, but I feel like that's still pretty small.
That's
Um,
a lot. That's a good amount of customers.
but I reached out to everybody and was like, hey, I'm getting ready to move. I know I'm probably going to be MIA for the next 2 months. Does anybody need any refills or are you wanting to try, the new lip oil? So I got a lot of great response from that. I'm still processing a few more orders of people that were a little delayed getting back to me, which was awesome because there's certain people I reach out to frequently, but I try not to pester too much because then I feel like it's more fruitful like when I do reach out like every 6 months, or I do have like two clients that I only touch base once a year, but they're pretty consistent about it. So that was exciting. And then I really love the new lip oil and the new perfume. I have been wearing the new perfume, and a lady stopped me at Marshall's today and was like, I have
Wow.
to know, what are you wearing? And
Oh
I was like,
my.
here's my phone number. Like, I'll send you the link to order. So of course I send her my website to order and all that stuff. But that's never happened. And I was looking scrubby today. I was looking scrubby. I
But
was
you
in a ball
smell
cap.
good.
I was in a ball cap and sweats. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Just
That's
wanted to share.
awesome. So everyone get the new perfume and start wearing it. So even if you look scrubby, you can still smell good. And
Mhm.
that's so cool. I'm not a perfume person, but that is an awesome perfume. So spray it on your tissue paper and your orders, spray it everywhere. Like, yeah, make sure everyone's smelling that. Do you remember what your sales were? your total? I know I have a slide that celebrates you, but do you want to share what your
I don't remember.
we'll celebrate you in here in
Okay.
a second.
I'll let you do it. You do it.
Okay. Anyone else want to brag on themselves? And your inspiration to others. If you feel a little awkward bragging, it is inspiration to others. So it's good.
I will share that I stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit,
Yeah.
and since like just kind of like rejoining, it's still like kind of awkward for me to like reach out to people like asking if they want to do facials and stuff. So I ended up reaching out to an old coworker, and she said we're going to do a facial in June, so that's exciting. And then I have some guy friends that I might end up doing either facials for them or seeing if they have any um relatives that would, or girlfriends or wives or whatever, that might want to do some facials too. But yeah.
Awesome. And didn't you say your very first party or one of your first ones, like when you started originally, was all men?
Yes. Though it was the like 6 years ago when I had first started, it was all my guy friends, and they when I reached out to them to do it this time, they were all excited to do it again. So
I love it. Well, hey, our skincare has changed. This is like perfect timing, honestly, with the new the skincare set that just got launched for men.
yeah.
So, and I used to have all men use the Time Wise because I honestly liked it better. But now with the new set, I like this one better than the old men set. So I think
Really.
you would be, yeah, I think if you're planning on doing a lot of guy facials, that it would be beneficial to just, grab the cleanser, grab the
Yeah.
moisturizer. I wouldn't say, I mean, if you wanted the shave cream too, but you're probably not going to have them shave at your parties.
Are you saying
Um,
that we need another tough army guy men's care night?
Ooh,
Ooh,
yes. And
yes.
I think Brian should do like a virtual event and you should do a facial with him live again like that one
Yeah,
time.
he's gonna be in
Oh,
charge of Beautiful You.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it. Men need clean skin too.
Yes.
Very good. So proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to brag? Is Stephanie on here? I think Stephanie has to brag on something. She might not be able to unmute. Well, okay. Well, maybe we'll come back to her because I think she has something exciting. And Desiree might have to brag, but she's actually going to an in-person Mary Kay meeting tonight. Actually, it should be just getting over, so she might be hopping in her car on the way home. So, Desiree, you can just like when you're ready to talk, you can just unmute and interrupt me. So I'm going to go ahead and share our little conversation, our little slideshow here, and we're going to do some really quick recos. So these lovely ladies turned in their weekly sheet last week. So Megan, Taylor, Stephanie, Beth, Joyce, and Desiree, but totally pointing out that Megan Wood had over $438 in sales. Wow, so cool. And Stephanie Henderson had $532 in sales last week. OMG, Stephanie, are you able to come on screen yet and share? Yeah.
Sorry, were you talking to me before? I actually just stepped away from my camera. Sorry if
That's
you were
okay.
saying
Yeah,
something.
yeah. No, I want you to brag about your awesome week. What did you do? How did you get that?
So I had 2 appointments. I had one with a facial, a one-on-one facial, and this lady was my old boss's wife. So around like Christmas time, she like sent me a message saying that she was interested. Well, actually, my customer told me that she was interested. And so, because they were friends. And so I just dropped off some stuff to her house, just like a catalog and a little note saying, I'd love to help you with things. If you're interested, here's my information. So she messaged me a few weeks after, and we just kind of been playing tag, getting together. So we finally got together now, May, 5 months later. And she loved it. She loved everything. She bought the Ultimate Miracle set. She bought the foundation set. She's going to build a palette here in the next few weeks, something that she feels comfortable with. She wanted to try out a few colors before she knew what she wanted. So it was really nice. It was a really great appointment. So that was where I think $240 sales for that appointment.
Ooh,
So that was like
wow.
my highest ever. So that was awesome. And then I had a party last night, which was, I had 9 guests, a total of 9 people there at the party. And 3 of them were customers already. I facialed them like at the party previously. One was the hostess, and the other 2 kind of like stepped back, but then they sampled a little bit, so I still counted them as a face, you know. But so that was my largest party I ever did, and I had no idea that like people just kept showing up. And I have to be honest, I only had 6 mirrors. So I had 7 people that wanted to sample, and I had 6 mirrors, 6 trays, and what am I going to do now? So I wrote it out on a paper plate for her.
Aw.
The lady who we were having the party at, she had like an extra mirror, so like we put it together and still made it work. But yeah,
Oh
so
my
that's
gosh.
all.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so I learned like so many things from you talking just now. So the first thing I heard was it was your old boss's girlfriend, was it? Or old boss's
Wife.
wife. Okay, so they're right there. Think about any old bosses you know. If they're women, you can book them, but if they're men, they have wives, they have girlfriends, they have moms, right? So use that man connection to reach a woman. And then what else did you say? I can't, oh shoot, I was gonna make notes as you were
And I
talking.
gotta say, I was super nervous because
Yeah.
she was she's elderly. She's like my mom's age, a little bit older. So like honestly, she'd probably be a time-wise repair type of lady. But
Mhm.
I don't sample repair. I'm not comfortable with it yet. So I just do time-wise. I might give like a sample packet of repair to somebody who's asking about it and
Yep.
walk them through how to do it. But I don't sample it that at my parties. So for her to fall in love and still get, I don't know, the feeling and everything just out of the regular time-wise line. And she's like a cancer patient. So I was just really happy to give her a little
Aw.
pick me up.
That's so awesome. And then your second party, correct me if I'm wrong, you said that the hostess was already a customer of yours, right?
Yeah, so she booked her party from her friend was my
Okay.
party in April, I guess. So I had a good party in April, and then she booked her party from that.
Awesome.
And then she invited a bunch of people who never tried the product, and then 2 of my customers who have. So total of 9 people there.
You did it
8 plus the
perfectly.
host.
So another note, always get bookings from bookings. Did you offer the hostess or her anything like an incentive to do that?
I
To book a
actually
party
didn't.
for-
I usually
Okay.
do. I did give her like a hostess gift. I
Mhm.
gave her the travel roll-up bag because it was such a large party. So I did give her that as a hostess gift for hosting it and inviting these people so I can present in front of them. But did I tell her that when she was booking it? No, she just loved the party, loved the product, and she's like, I want to get some more for free. And so
Awesome.
I knew she wanted a party, and we played, but I knew kind of it was set in stone 3 weeks out, so I was allowed to prepare for
Awesome.
it.
And you were you had more people than you had mirrors and trays. I have been in that situation before. I've actually forgotten trays before and have used paper plates, just like you said that you did, and have wrote their stuff on the paper plate
Mhm.
and just squirted it on the plate. So you made it work, and I'm so excited for you. Rock star week. Wow.
I know. It was
So,
the best I've had in a while. The most
yes.
faces I think I've ever done.
Yeah, that's
It
so
was really
awesome. Now the cool thing is you can go do it again. If you've done it once, you can do it again.
Mhm.
So very
And I
good.
wasn't even as nervous as I was in the past.
Yeah.
I knew I'd know more than anybody else in that room. So even if you don't know it all, you're going to know more than anybody else. And
Yep.
if you don't know, you're going to say, okay, let me check in. And I got your number. I'll tell you the answer when I know it. And
Yep.
they'll be like, okay. So it's
Exactly.
perfect.
Exactly. I love it. Well, thank you, Stephanie, for sharing. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me hop back to our thing here. And we're going to continue on with I love seeing all of these achievements happen. So we added some extra achievements. Megan Wood is a pre-power. She just texted me that she's $2 away from being a power-up achiever. $2. Will someone buy something from her so she can hit it? Patty Jackson is a great start qualified. Woohoo, Patty.
What did you say? You're telling them to buy something from me?
Yeah,
Stop
go
it.
on
You're
Megan's
hilarious.
website. Go on Megan's website and buy something for $2.
Yeah.
But so exciting to see all of these great achievers. Stephanie was a pre-power, Katie Simon pre-power, Samantha pre-power, Gina pre-power. I finished National Court of Sales, and then Rachel was Great Start Qualified Power Up and pre-power. So we've got some extra spots.
Also, you
for
know what it
achievement.
was, beginning
Yeah.
of January. I swear, moms that have kids, you
Oh.
should have your kids watch our sessions on Monday because
Mhm.
beginning of the month, Aubrey saw the pencil case. Mom, I have to have that one. And I was like, okay, I'll try. I'll try.
Yep.
So
And it's
she's a driving force, but I made sure to get my order in before the 15th because I was like, okay, I'll get you the pencil case, but I'm keeping the bow necklace.
Yes. And if you did earn, is this the right one I'm clicking? Yeah. If you did earn the pre-power, then if you haven't already told me, then you need to tell me if you want silver or gold. So silver or gold bow pendant necklace. So, but congrats to all of our achievers for that. And yes, Rachel and I have already earned our, she called it a pencil case. This would be a huge pencil case. It's supposed to be a makeup bag, but it is so cute and she will flip when you earn this for her, Megan. So, yes, if you are a mom of some daughters, you need to earn this for your daughter. Show her a picture of it. And then she will not let you forget about it. Also, here's another graphic for Rachel and Patty for being Great Start qualified. You can put in the chat what free products you chose, what sets you cashed in on. That's so awesome that they do that. And here are who did faces last week. Did I miss anyone? If I missed your face, then go ahead and put it in the chat so we can still celebrate you. But Kaylee did 7 faces. Stephanie did 10, I did 10, and Ashley did 1 face. So, I was wrong on my number last week. I said 111, we were 108, which we really should be at like the 250 mark. But I am so excited about our progress with this because I feel like a few of you have been doing faces just to help the team and making sure that like you're getting it done. So thank you for that. And we're going to keep running to that 500 goal. By the end of June, we have till June 30th. So as you do faces, make sure that you update me. They can be virtual or in person. Also this week, if you're local, I see Mary Jo is on. Yay, Mary Jo. We are going to be at Clyde on Wednesday. And then we'll be doing the Friday feature on Friday, not on Saturday. But thank you, Catherine, for covering for me this weekend. But I have no plans on Friday, so I will be able to do the Friday feature this week. And then I'm also doing Saturday at my house at 10 a.m. If you would like to join me, just RSVP your guests. And next week, there's no meeting because it's Memorial Day. Holy cow, where did that come from? It's Memorial Day next week. So no meeting next week. Make sure, this is just a quick reminder, make sure you're still tracking all your faces, your guests, your sales, adding a team member, your orders to the company, and skincare sets that you're selling. Because when you turn this in at the end of the month, you get a stackable bracelet for each category that you achieve. So if you achieve 4 of them, you get 4 stackable bracelets, and they're so super cute. Those of you who have earned them already have texted me how much you love them. So, okay. Any questions before we go on to my flip chart training here? No? Anyone else want to brag that I missed?
I can brag if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
I actually just got home a few minutes ago and got into the house.
Awesome.
So I had 1 face today, and she ended up purchasing a $60 order. She
Awesome.
got the 4-in-1 cleanser and the moisturizer. So
Awesome.
that's good. And she's talking about having maybe two more facials. She wants to have one with her daughter, and then she wants to have an actual party where she invites, hold on, I'm not done. She wants to have
I'm getting
another
excited.
party where she invites her mother-in-law and her sister-in-law, and then she's going home to talk to her husband about joining the team.
Wow.
So,
That's amazing. So where did
and
you meet this person too? Oh, wait, there's more.
yes, there's actually more. But I met her through my oldest son. He's actually friends with her daughter,
Okay.
and they had a skating party the other day. And I was talking to her about it then, and she was all for it. So, and then we were talking today when we were at Betty's house, and she even offered to adopt her as well as she adopted me.
Mhm.
So, we're working towards that, and hopefully she joins as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh my gosh, what good news you have. So, now she's going to count as a face and she's going to count as a guest in the category as well, Desiree. So,
Okay.
and you look so pretty with your makeup all done up and your
Thanks.
dress on. Awesome. Awesome. And thank you for representing us out there in the Youngstown area. You're doing awesome things.
And then I will have something to discuss with you later after I think more about it. But we have me and Betty's actually thinking about something more advanced, actually. So we'll
Cool.
talk soon about it.
Yeah, we'll have to touch base tomorrow and we'll chat all about your guest tonight and all the upcoming things. Cool.
Definitely.
It's an awesome update. I love it.
She's also planning on buying again next week, as long as her husband lets her get more. So
We love it.
working towards it.
We love it. We love it. Okay, so I am going to adjust my screen here. So many of you have told me that you absolutely love the skincare class appointment outline, that it's just like a 13-page PDF. And you'll print it out, staple it, highlight it, cross things out, make your own notes. So many people have said that you have taken those to every single appointment that you do, just as reference once you get comfortable enough. And I love that. Now, our flip chart that comes in the starter kit, I love them so much because it is such a beautiful visual. The outline is how I learned just about everything for parties, Beth says. I know. It's like, well, this was like years ago. Somebody watched me do a skincare class, a party, and they said, I wish that literally every word you said was like on paper. And I said, I can make that happen. So that's how I came up with that. But I love the flip chart. I'm a very visual person, and sometimes I'll even like bring out pictures on my phone, like a before and after picture, or I'll print something out, or like I have a picture of me in the charcoal mask that's an actual photo that I got developed. Oh my gosh, my antivirus protection just popped up. No, we're not doing that right now. And so I like was trying to love the flip chart on how the company gave it to us, and I just could not fall in love with it. The words in there, I don't know who has like actually looked through the flip chart and like read through it, and how many of you have like loved it and used it? Anyone love it and use it?
It's confusing to me.
So there's like things in there that I'm like, okay, that's not how we talk. That's not what we say. Like, I don't know if any of you have seen in the newest updated version that the company sent out that they have a phrase in there that says, "Doesn't that sound yummy?" And it's like they're talking about skincare. Like, I'm sorry, we just don't say that. Doesn't that sound yummy? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let's just say Joyce is at a skincare class. She's saying, "Doesn't that sound yummy?" It just doesn't. I mean, even me saying it, it just doesn't seem right. So I pretty much took the skincare class appointment outline and the flip chart, and I made it have a baby. And I think the reason why too I loved doing this so much was I got to control it a little bit with my graphic design background that I went to college for, right? So a lot of these are my designs. But I hope that you can use this and I hope that it blesses you. And here's the cool thing is I am going to share the Canva link file with you. So if there's anything that you want to go in and you want to change, you can, and you can print it out. So in every starter kit, you get this binder. Okay. And, you know, it like bends back and then it's got that magnet here. Sometimes in the beginning, it's hard to get it. It's really stiff. But then I took my pages that I printed and I got sheet protectors. So in each sheet protector, I have 2 sheets back to back. Okay. So I'm going to kind of go through each sheet here. Oh, now you're not going to work. Stand up like a good girl. Okay. Yep. There we go. So this first sheet, and I know you can't see very well, but I'm just going to kind of go over what it says. So it says, get ready to party Mary Kay style. It has helpful items to add to your starter kit on the left. So like cotton pads, cotton balls, closing sheets or index card, pens, spritz bottles, washcloths, all that kind of stuff. And then maybe some extra products that you want to add to your kit as well. Like satin lips set, that's not in there, but a lot of people like to add it in. When guests arrive, it says to have them fill out their beauty profile sheet. You can match them for their CC cream at that point too. I also have a link to say what my setup looks like. And I line them. This is really important. I've seen a lot of consultants, they fill their trays and then they put their products away. So I leave all my products on the table, and this is the order of how the customer is seeing them on the table in front of me. So I'm behind them and they're seeing them right there. There also is a QR code on there, so you can scan and it brings up boards. So you can get any of these printed out straight from there. Okay, so and if you've never used a flip chart before, this is a good instructional of what to do. So this is just like as my party and I've used this a few times already and I'm loving it. So as my party is coming in, they're setting up, they're filling out their profile card. I actually have it on this page where it says, "Hello, beautiful Mary Kay." On the back, it does talk about the 4-point recruiting plan. If you've been around for a while, you may know what this is. Mary Kay was so strict about making sure that we did the 4-point recruiting plan at every single appointment that we did. We don't do that anymore, but I'm going to tell you what the 4-point recruiting plan is so you know, and it's going to be in all of your notes. So basically, the 4 things that you want to do is before every party, you ask the hostess who is coming today that might be interested in what I do. So who's coming today that might be interested in what I do? The second thing is you want to make sure that you present your heartfelt I story, which is just how you got into Mary Kay, you know, all the things that you've gained and where you're going with Mary Kay and what it means to you. The third thing is you want to select one person at every single party and offer her the opportunity. You can send her home with information. You can set up a coffee chat with her the day after, or however you want to do it. And then the fourth thing is you offer the hostess a special gift for any person that she suggests who becomes a beauty consultant. You guys, this was, I literally typed this from a sheet that was written out by Mary Kay. Like she wanted her consultants and directors to be so about this. So that is in there. So you kind of know that. Now the first page, it says welcome, welcome and thank you. So on the back, it has my words from the skincare appointment outline transferred onto big paper. So you can, and when I do mine, I love to like stand and hold stuff. So like if you're nervous, this is so good to almost like hide behind or hold on to. It's like a security blanket. When I first started Mary Kay, this was my security blanket. And the flip chart was way different back then. But this is so nice that you can just hold this. You can set it down on the table. You can, you know, whatever you want to do. But it's got all of everything I say of welcoming and thanking the guests. It also says, have people go around and share their name, what they do for a living, what life looks like for them, and a compliment to the hostess. Because we all know that is so important that they compliment the hostess, because the hostess ends up crying and then she loves her friends. But I am learning so much about the hostess when they are all saying what they love about her. I'm like, ooh, I want to be her friend too. So next page, I just filled in some of my photos, but you can add your own. It says My Mary Kay Life. So this is where I'm telling my story, and I have fill in the blanks for you. So it says, I got to meet you all. Now I'm going to share a little bit about me, so I'm not a stranger. So I started my business, blank, you fill in the blank. The reason I joined was, you fill in the blank. What almost held me back was, and then my favorite thing about my business is, and then my goal is, because you want to share your goal. You can also share about your family, animals, all that kind of stuff as well. So the next page is about Mary Kay. Then it's got the facts about Mary Kay. If you don't want to talk about all of these, if these seem like a lot to talk about, highlight the ones that you want to say for sure. If maybe the not testing on animals is very, very important to you, then you're going to highlight that one. Make sure that you say that. So, I'm just going to give you some fun, quick facts about Mary Kay. Here's the woman who started the company, and go on from there. So I love that you'll be able to make this your own. You really will be able to edit it. The next thing is about, and this is another thing that we don't always say, but we need to get back to, so I'm really excited to have it in here, is Mary Kay used to say that there's at least one new beauty consultant at every single party that we do. I wonder who it would be today. And you almost can pause for that moment. And sometimes friends will point to a certain friend and be like, oh, it would be her. It would be her. And so I say, just watch what I do today. And if you ask me any question about the business, then you get a ticket. Actually, let me grab something real quickly. If you have, this is why I was so excited when they had the Mary Kay playing cards as one of the prizes. So you can do a roll of tickets or just any deck of cards. When I like to play games, I will have them pick a ticket. And then at the end, they'll just keep picking the tickets for whatever, if they ask a question or if we play a game or anything. And they add up their points at the end. So whoever has the highest number will get a prize from me. So that is going to encourage them asking questions about the business. And they can ask questions about makeup, skincare, and stuff too. Really any question I'll give them a ticket for, but okay. Also, I'm so excited about this too. You know that I have been the index card person, right? I always say have an index card so they can write down their favorite things. So I have created a new closing sheet, and I'm going to talk about just this part right now. But it's a full sheet, but you fold it in half like a sandwich, and at the top it says my favorites list. Now, if you still want to do the index cards, you can totally do the index cards. I'm just going to tell you what I've been using, and I am I'm a genius. Even I showed Stephanie, and she's like, you're a genius. So it says my favorites list, and I tell them on this page, and it prompts you that as you try something, if you fall in love with it, you're just going to jot down your favorite things on this list here. And then at the end, you'll have your little cheat sheet of your favorite things listed. Okay. So that is set out next to their tray as well. Then I have the eye makeup remover, because guess what? The normal flip chart does not even have an eye makeup remover page. Hi, we need to talk about eye makeup remover. And I put on there, can you see, a picture of a little eye mite? Because every time I'm Googling eye mites, I'm like, why am I doing this every time? It needs to be in the flip chart so we can just show it and don't need to hop on our phones to see it, right? So talking about the eye makeup remover, telling you, I put on here exactly what I say, how I do it, and some fun facts about our eye makeup remover. The next thing is, again, I feel like sometimes I skip over this part, is the skincare, all the different skincares that we offer. Because you know, we're doing the Time Wise today, but we have all the different skincare lines. The new men's line is on there, and there's a QR code up here that will take you to the Skin Analyzer app if you want to do the Skin Analyzer at your parties. So if you don't already have that, where you can scan their face, it can tell you suggested products for them. It can show you where all their wrinkles are, where their discoloration is. How many of you guys have used the Skin Analyzer app? Oh, not a lot of you. Okay. Amber has. Desiree has. If you have not, okay, put that on your list of things to maybe download and play around with. Skin Analyzer app. Just Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app. You guys, you can scan your face. It will show you all of your wrinkles, your discoloration, your problem areas, and it will tell you what products to help with that. It's super cool. Super cool. Stephanie has used it on herself. I think I've used it more myself than other people. But the code is there if you want to scan it and bring it up. So the next sheet is about the Miracle Sets and some fun facts about the Miracle Set. Again, if you don't want to say something on here, you cross it off. If you want to make sure you say it, you can highlight it however you want. Then we talk about the cleanser and everything all about it and how I tell them to put it on. Then guess what? We're talking about the charcoal mask because there's no page in the other company one about the charcoal mask. This is a picture of me. I know it's kind of crazy, but me with the very first time I did charcoal mask and a close-up of my nose. And I always pull out the actual photo that I have in my starter kit bag to pass around, but now it's on here. So I love this so much. So this talks about how to do the charcoal mask. Then I also have a page for microdermabrasion. I don't know if you can see this before and after, but this is a real before and after from a Mary Kay girl of microdermabrasion. It is insane and so cool and such a good seller for a microderm. So if you're doing microderm, tells you what to say in the back, but you don't even, maybe you're not doing microdermabrasion that day. You can still talk about it while their charcoal mask is drying, or maybe have them try it on the back of their hand if they want to, because you get charcoal mask and microderm in your starter kit, so you might as well do both. Or you can say at your follow-up appointment, you can do the other one. So then we have satin lips page. You guys, these are my lips before and after. After one use of satin lips on my lips. So it's kind of gross that I even thought to put that picture on there, but this is a top seller. And PS, if you don't know, satin lips, I think, had the biggest price increase on May 16th. It went up $4. It was $22, now it's $26. So really only $2 for us. So a dollar per tube, I guess you can look at it that way, but just so you guys know that. Then I have moisturizer, antioxidant moisturizer. Remember, I like to do it on the right side of your face only, so you can see the difference. If you haven't done that with any of your facials, do the antioxidant moisturizer on half the face, and then the daytime defender on half the face. I usually say the right side of the face. Then I do the nighttime recovery on either the back of the hand, the neck, or your elbow, so they can feel it. And then we do the eye cream just on the right side. It says in here just to do the right, so you won't forget that. Because then I say to pull your mirror out and hold it arm's length in front of you and see if you can tell the difference in the side of your face that you put all of your creams on. And it is like Spanx for your face. It like sucks in and lifts your skin. If you haven't done it to yourself, do it just so you can see the difference. It's insane. So once they see the difference, then you prompt them to do the other things on the other side. So antioxidant moisturizer, and the daytime defender and the eye cream and everything. Okay. Then we go on to our flawless face with the primer, which wasn't in the original flip chart, and the under eye corrector, which wasn't in the original flip chart, and translucent powder. CC cream is in there, but so we're going to talk about Flawless Face. I have for the foundation primer page, I have the before and after of the orange that I'm always searching for on my phone. They put foundation primer on one side of the orange, and the one side that they put it on is completely smoothed out. The other side, you can see all the little holes and everything. So that's a pretty cool before and after. Then we talk about the under eye corrector. Sia officially made my flip chart here. So you can see that she's got it on the one eye and not the other. And I put the color wheel on here too, because I always try to explain, like, if you have blue or purplish underneath your eyes, you want to color correct that with what's opposite of the color wheel. And that would be like that peach shade. Okay. Then we got our CC cream. I have a picture on here so I can, because I don't always show it, but I talk about it. So now I can show the picture of it, of like if you put foundation on with your finger, if you put it on with your sponge, and if you put it on with a liquid foundation brush. It is, if you have not seen that photo, it is like, oh my gosh, I need to totally do it with a brush all the time. Yes, it is a super flip chart. It's like a, yeah, a super informative flip chart. And I took out so much too. So I'm good. I hope that you guys like this. And then we do translucent powder to finish it off. Okay. Now, after this, after we do Flawless Foundation, now I like to do the referral game. I used to do the referral game before foundation, but I realized that I wanted to do it after, just to kind of give it a little pause there. That's when I come back to their favorites list. And you might need to remind them to write some of their favorite things on their list as you go throughout. But this is where you have them flip it over, and they have the Beauty of Friendship game on the back. So there's a spot for 10 names and numbers. It says their name, their number, and their relationship of who they're referring to, and why she deserves that gift. So they can put, you know, Linda, here's her number. Mom, she works hard. So I am giving, and this is why we talked about the liquid foundation brush. And I got this idea from one of my sister sales director friends. She's like, I sell so many foundation sets and liquid foundation brushes because of this. But she gives a liquid foundation brush for half off if they write down 5 names and numbers. And she gives it to them for free if they write down 10. Could you imagine if you went to a party just with 3 people, just say a small party, and they each wrote down 10 new names to get a liquid foundation brush for free? You'd leave there with 30 new names, and they're not just gonna go home with a liquid foundation brush because they need the CC cream or foundation or something, right, to use with it. So they're going to be buying more product as well. Stephanie, you had 9 faces. Could you imagine it was 9 times 32? Wait, is that? Wait, no, hang on. 9 times 10 is 90. Well, math. If you would have left that with like 90 new names, crazy. We, yeah, sorry, I can't do math. So that is the referral game. So you can get new referrals. And I always like to say, you know, the biggest compliment that you can give me if you love the way that your skin feels is referrals of your friends who deserve a pampering. And so, you know, you can have them pull out their phone, you can turn it into a game, you can give them, oh yeah, I usually give them a ticket or a card for every 5 that they fill out. And if they like, you can do like whoever is the fastest gets an extra 5 cards. So they go a little bit faster. You can play music on the back of your phone. Just turn it into a little fun game. Okay. Okay. After referrals, then we're going on to liquid eyeshadow. Yay. Liquid eyeshadow. Then we're going on to a mascara. Then we're going on to blush or bronzer. If we can get the bronzers again, that would be awesome. If not, you can use a bronze to pressed powder. A bronze to pressed powder. It is actually like the same exact like bronzy color as the bronzer that we have that's not available right now. Without the shimmer. So it's a matte, which a lot of people prefer that rather than the shimmer. So you can do blush or bronzer at this point. P.S. There's gonna be a new video of me doing an actual party coming out soon. Where you will see this in action as well. Then we do lipstick or lip gloss. Then you can finish off with satin hands. Sometimes I do satin hands in the beginning, and that's totally fine if you do. Did offer the deal, but without the cool closing chart, I wasn't as successful. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. And right now, if you don't have these closing sheets, you can use the back of the profile card. There's a spot for names and numbers on there too. But satin hand set, you can do it here now too. So then this is our favorites. So we go around, we tell our favorites, and we give a compliment to each person. So this is like my favorite time. So that is our favorite things and compliment time. And then after they've told me all of that, I'm going over the sets that they tried today. So this is the new set sheet. There are some spots that are taken off that just from feedback from you guys and just myself of doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of faces, there were like a few, very few that I just ended up taking off because really those products are maybe like a second appointment. So keeping it very, very basic. So obviously across the top, we've got the same things, our Beyond Ultimate, our Miracle, and our basic set. So that's the same. That has not changed. We have our Mix and Mask, our microdermabrasion, our satin set with the lips and the hands. And then we've got our Flawless Foundation set, Dash Out the Door, Beauty Extras, and the Create a Set. So the Create a Set is they just a la carte menu item their favorite things together, as long as it adds up to 55 accounts as a set. Now, it says on here, ask me how to get this bag for free. So you can do whatever you choose. I normally do, if they buy the Beyond Ultimate Miracle set, that's an automatic, they get a closing, they get a travel roll-up bag. I put on here that the Beyond Ultimate Miracle set counts as 4 sets. The Ultimate Miracle set counts as 3 sets. And this one, the Miracle set, counts as 2 sets. So I think that I'm going to try this out. I didn't do it at any of my parties last week. But, oh yeah, I had a few parties and I sold $2,000 in a day. That was my brag time. I forgot to say that during brag time. I sold $2,000 in a day. So anyways, now I lost my train of thought. Oh, this is what I'm going to offer. I think I'm going to try this out, and it's not listed on here, so you can do whatever kind of special you want to do. But I think I'm going to say if you buy any 4 sets, you get the travel roll-up bag for free, and you get 1 extra set half off if you choose. So that seems like a great deal. But remember, this one counts as 4 sets right away. So they get the bag and they can choose one other at half off. I might try that and see. I've never done like a half off set, but I think I'm feeling like I want to try that. Also on the bottom here, it has all the different ways that they can pay, 100% satisfaction guarantee, just some extra little tweaks to this new closing sheet. Now I printed extras and I like to have them in I have a more of a sturdier page protector that I like to use as a placemat. So you can use it as a placemat underneath your tray, or you can just pull it out at the end. But I like giving it to them in some plastic, just so I'm not giving them a paper and it's getting wet and then it's bleeding, or maybe they think that they can take it home. Like, no, I keep these. They don't take them home with them. So these are the specials, and I always say specials and deals when I'm presenting it. And so at the top, it says get set for a beautiful you, specials and deals. So we can dig into a little bit more the the closing sheet and how I close and the words I say and everything too. And if you have questions before we go over it, I can always talk with you about it. But then we have a new starter kit page as well. And so it says start your Mary Kay business for as little as $35 or go pro with the $90 add-on. So the new starter kit sheet, and it's in the flip chart. So you won't forget to talk about it. How awesome is that? So those are all of the pages in here. What I love about this too is I know some of you like to have extra flyers on hand, like maybe you like to have a conversion chart on there of like old foundations to new foundations. You know, if you've been in for a while, if you need any extra like product information, you can just 3-hole punch it and put it in the back there so you can reference it. So you can really kind of make it your own, which is great. Let me talk about, and you guys are going to have access to all of these. I can get you the PDFs, and also I can give you the Canva links. So if you need to make any edits, you can do that too. Does everyone have Canva? If you don't have Canva, does anyone not know what Canva is? Hang on, I gotta go through my list here. And I know some of your guys's cameras are off. But if you don't know what Canva is, it is a free program. And it allows you to look like a professional graphic designer. Like, why did I go to 4 years of college? But it is super professional, and you'll be able to go in these parent files and make any kind of edits. And the reason why you'll want to do it for this one is because remember this full sheet that has my favorites list and the referrals. Well, guess what? On the other side, which my printer does not print double-sided, it prints one side at a time. So I printed like 10 of these, just side one, and then put them back through and printed 10 more side two. So, but on the other side, we have a questionnaire on here that they fill out after their facial. Because Mary Kay changed the profile cards. It used to say like, what products did you want to take home with you today? It doesn't even say that anymore. I don't know why. So we went back to a paper, like we're asking our own questions. So these are like, what was your favorite thing you learned? What was your favorite part of your pampering? What sets and products would you love to purchase today? At my follow-up appointment, I would like to, they check mark what they want, do a private session to learn more about makeup, host a party with a few friends so they can earn free product, or be invited to a themed virtual event on a private Facebook group. So you know if they want to do a party, if they want to do a color appointment, or if you need to add them to your Facebook group or the Be Beautiful You group, which I do that anyways. If you're going to start a Mary Kay business, what is a strength that you have that would help you be great at this? I always love to read those. And then what would be something that would concern you? And then they circle a number on a scale from 1 to 10 at the bottom of what their level of interest is in doing something like this. Now, on the other side of this is, you've maybe seen this flyer before. This is a smaller version of it because it's a half sheet, but it's Mary Kay facts. It says, thinking of starting a Mary Kay business, here's some things you would need to know. And it has just a ton of Mary Kay facts on there. It has the eStart and the Pro Start on here. Now, here's the cool thing that you're going to get to edit. At the bottom, you can see I put my picture, I put my name, my phone number, email, my Instagram, and my Facebook. This code is a QR code that they can scan that takes them directly to my website on the Sign Up Now page. So after I do their appointment with them and I'm closing everyone out, I tear this. I kind of like make sure I've got a good crease in it, and I tear it off, and I keep this side with their questions and their referrals, and I send them home with their favorites list and information about the company. So I have really been enjoying that. It's because I'm always like, oh, I need I need to send them home with information and then I forget to put it in their bag. But like, I'm always making sure they're taking home their favorites list. And so they're taking home information no matter what after that. So, oh my gosh, that was so much information. But out of everything I went over, does anyone have like any quick questions that they would want to ask me about any of that? I'm gonna
Do
remove-
you still use profile cards?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
that's a great question. Yes, I'm still having them fill out their profile card in the beginning because otherwise I don't have a sheet that has like their birthday, their address, their phone number, any of that stuff. So basically when they're done, I have their profile card, which I, transferred to on InTouch, and then I put them in a box that are alphabetical by their last name. And then I have this sheet from them too. So yes, still doing profile cards. Good question. Anyone else have a question? And I'm going to tell you too, I think, and this is just what I have observed too, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just a weird coincidence, but our recruiting is going to go up because when you have a, if I can, if I can get into work here. When you have a flip chart and people see you reading off the back or glancing off the back and they can see that you have a guide, they are like, oh, I can do that. You're just reading off the back of the page and like sharing the products and going through it. That seems super easy. Like I've had people say to me like, there's no way I could memorize everything you just went over. And I'm like, ooh, well, you don't have to. I give you a guide, but this is gonna make it look so much easier for people that want to do this. Okay. So I'm glad that you love it. Who here has been victimized by ProPay? Raise your hand, Megan. Has anyone else had a ProPay issue lately? ProPay issue? Okay. If you have, please let me know. So we're gonna, and Katrina says, yeah, she has had a ProPay. Okay. Tell me your ProPay issues because we are working on something. Hopefully we won't have ProPay too much longer, but, I was going to tell you, okay. I want to allow you guys to earn the flip chart pages with the page protectors for free as like my gift to you. Because you could print them off and put them in page protectors, but I don't know. I want to like gift that to you. So you don't even have to worry about it. You just take it and you put it in your binder and you're good to go. So I'm going to give this to anyone who books a party, still in the month of May. So it is May, 19th today. So if you book and hold your part, I want to send it to you so you have it for your party. But when you book your party, I want you to tell me ASAP and I am going to send you this new flip chart. Okay. The links for all Canvas stuff is going to be on boards. I already put some things up there. And I'll get the rest of them up there here soon. But okay, did I overwhelm anyone? Hopefully not. It's a visual and a guide, and I promise you, like once you see it in action and you get it and you read through it and you like, just like starting any job, you have to read through like a manual. Consider this like your manual for your job to become good at what you need to do. And so how you can learn everything you need to learn. So, okay. So Beth, do you have our little spinny wheel? Awesome. Okay. You're on for the spinny wheel. Megan says, I'm doing a young skincare party last week of May. It won't be full Girl Scout troop, but 5 to 7 little ladies. That's so fun. That would be fun. Okay, I'm going to challenge you to book a big person party. Hey. Oh, it's right on the line. Megan. There you go. Okie dokie. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you for hopping on. It was so good to see all of your beautiful faces and hear so much success from you guys this past week. Keep it up. I love celebrating with you guys. But have a great night. We won't be on next week, but I'm sure I'll be chatting with you